Hey everybody, Michigan Edge here. It's been about 4 months now, so I figure it's time to do my review on the Cold Steel Holdout 3. Here we go. Now when I first got this knife, I did a quick video. This knife had a lot of rattling noises, or rattle noise going on with it. And I figured it out. It was the pocket clip here. There was an insert not being used. I put a screw in there and it took care of the problem. But I'm going to do something a little different this time. I create a little list here of pros and cons, just to give you my honest opinion on the knife. So let me get the specs out of the way real quick here. We got the Cold Steel Holdout 3, made in Taiwan, Japanese AUS 8A steel. We got a 3-inch blade, roughly a 4-inch handle. The knife weighs in at roughly 2.5 ounces. Okay, to be honest with you guys, this knife right here, I used it very lightly. Open boxes, food prep, so it didn't get used very hard, but I feel I used it enough to kind of give you my opinions on it. So I'm going to go over the pros real quick on this that I came up with here. Pros, very slim design, very comfortable, okay, lightweight, very lightweight. It's got G10 scales. No liners, so it's very light. The tri-lock, it's got a good lock system. I like the pocket clip. I like how I have space here to grip the knife and pull it out of my pocket, which is very nice. I like the plain handle shape. It works good for a regular grip, reverse grip, very comfortable. Many positions you can hold this. So let me go over the cons here, okay? Okay, the handle itself, even though I said it's a good thing, it's kind of a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. A few times when I was using this here, I set this down. Being that this knife is pretty much equally proportioned, I found myself picking the knife up and cutting backwards with this, you know, when I was using this at work. And it's not a huge deal, but it happened a few times, and that's because the handle feels the same no matter how you grab it. So even though that's a pro, it's kind of a con in my opinion. Okay, another con with this here is the triad lock. The triad lock is a great lock, but on this little small knife design here, it is very, very stiff and very hard to disengage this lock. And now it did smooth out over time of using this here, but it's still very, very hard to close. So I'm going to call that a con. I think they overbuilt the lock on this small knife. Okay, another con is the pocket clip tension. Very tough. Cold Steel is known to, you know, you have to take the pocket clip off, sand underneath the pocket clip. Now the G10 came very aggressive, but it did smooth out. So, but the pocket clip's very tight. On a thick pair of jeans, it's hard to get this knife in your pocket. Okay, another con right here that I have. Right back here, you see this jimping here? The jimping pretty much doesn't do anything for the knife at all. The only thing the jimping is good for is knowing where your hand's at, pretty much in my opinion. There's no traction here at all. Now there is jimping here on the G10 on this on the blade side, which is pretty it's pretty good, pretty grippy. But you would want your jimping to be aggressive up here. And yeah, this little cut in the blade here and the cut in the handle locking bar here doesn't provide any traction whatsoever, in my opinion. We already went over the handle texture being aggressive. Probably the biggest con I have with this knife here, I already told you about the rattle noise from the get-go on this right here. Okay, let me see if you guys can hear this. This knife's open right now. You may want to back the camera up just a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that. This knife also has more rattle noise with the blade open, and when I close the blade, it's got rattle noise with the blade closed. Now I checked this over here, just so you guys know. Right here, Cold Steel's triad lock, they usually have a locking bar right here that the blade rests on. And this right here actually developed a play over here, just over light duty use. This pin right here is moving inside the handle right now. And when I open this blade up, you can't see it inside. I'm not going to be able to get it with my camera, but there's another pin on the inside here that it looks like the blade rests on when I close this here. That pin inside there is also wiggling around. So that's after very light duty use. So in my opinion, that's just only going to get worse over time. Now, to be fair, the knife is very tight. There's no blade play at all. I feel that this play in the pins is probably due to the lock being overbuilt for this size of a knife. Maybe anybody that has this knife here, chime in, tell me what you think. I have a feeling with the larger knives, maybe that problem may go away, I'm not sure. But I think the locking system on this right here is being overbuilt, is causing the pins to wear out in the frame. Maybe this is something Cold Steel address or fix, I'm not sure. But it's definitely a negative in my opinion. Now this knife may last for years and years like this without any problems. But in my opinion, it bothers me enough to where I don't want to carry this knife. And the lock being super tight, I think it's maybe something to do with the size of it being shorter. The lock's a little too tight for me to be comfortable using. So I'm going to have to say I honestly don't recommend this knife right here. That's my honest to God opinion. And I love Cold Steel knives. I own quite a few Voyagers. Actually, right here in my pocket, just to show you, I have the Cold Steel Voyager XL. Excellent knife. The Voyager series. I really wanted to like this knife, but like I said, these are just my personal opinions. I don't get paid from anybody. I just give you guys my honest feelings on stuff, and I don't think this is a great knife here myself. I don't like the lock on it. I don't like how my knife, after 4 months of use, has developed all kinds of rattling noises and pin wear. There you have it. I'm sure some people will like this video and some won't. That's just my honest opinion. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Michigan Edge, out.